Good morning, good morning, good morning. Trying to have everything up and running a little earlier so that it's not quite a scramble for me or for you as 12 o'clock arrives. And that gives us a minute to... One of the great teachings that I was given was coming to my mat to read, to plant a seed, and then to move into my practice and simply allow the two to infuse one another. And I've always found this to be so remarkable. So we have 10 days remaining. And in those 10 days, just before we begin, I'll start us out with a reading and let that reading go in and through and out the other end. So again, back to Pixie Lighthorse because she's so amazing. Honoring practice. Thank you for this day of ritual devotion. Guide me to the mat, the trail, the teapot, the canvas, the confrontation table today, so that I may test my flexibility and stay true to my form all the way to my edge. Be my mirror, my educator in matters of discipline and rhythm. Open the shelter of my mind to constructive and caring response. Thank you for this day of ritual devotion. That we have had one heck of a week, of a month, of a season, and we are still here. And if you are still here, and if you are returning, and if you are steady in this practice, then we honor that devotion, because it will not fail you, and it will take us all further than we can imagine. You and me and every person who goes to walk every day, or calls their mother every day, or sits and reads a bit of a book every day. Each of those mundane dailynesses is giving us ballast and keeping us steady. I'll read it again at the end, but thank you for this day of ritual, this moment of ritual devotion, sitting tall, palms together, heart high. Om Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Everything guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to all the ways in which I hold the outer world. I bow to all the ways in which the needs of the outer world teach me how to speak, how to move, how to be quiet. 3 times with me, inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists. Start your playlist at first touch. Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to the week. And then coming to stand. And as we warm up and as we come into this 30th day of doing the same thing day after day, one option is to be bored. One option is to be bored. Oh my God, we're doing it again. Or imagine in your life a moment the opposite of that, the first time. Like the first dance when you were at school, oh gosh, right? The first talk you gave at work, the first time you presented an idea to someone, how unnerving that was. Hi! And come into this. Come into a sense of familiarity. Come into a sense of ability. We are no longer at the beginning. We are here. Inner devotion, and it's known to us. Feel the relief of not being in that school cafeteria, trying to find our way through a new school, a new grade. Oh, let it be known. And in that, let it be great. 3, 2. And then hands high and wide. I know this place. And more this place, this body, this life, this mat knows me. Stand to the top of the mat, be known. Interlacing your fingers, step your left foot back. Hands up high, bending your right knee. And hands down. A declaration, I know this, and this knows me. It's what we're always hungry for. I'm welcome here. I'm good here. Let it quicken. Because parts of it are still new. Always will be. Hands right. Hands right. And knowing something gives us a base that we can build on. Hands up, step up, bend your left elbow. Right hand holds your left elbow up, and over right. Left heel down through the mat, through the floor. Releasing. Step your right foot back. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms away. Inhale, bend the left knee. And then hands down. Inhaling up. And down. You take your time here. Square the hips, find the feet, the centers of your heels, and then it quickens. It starts to move, it starts to change from a solid to a liquid. Hands up high and over to the left. Our foundation, our known territory, home base. Upright, hands high, bend your right elbow, left hand hold the right elbow, go up, go left, and press your right heel down through the floor, hips to the right, anchor, rise, and fold, down dog. Using a block or not, your choice. Hands, knees. Child's pose. Can you do it with a smile? Rise. Can you welcome yourself? Tuck your toes. Hips high. Down dog. Hands and knees. Child's pose. Good morning. Take your hands back, your hips up. Reach up tall. And widen back down. Child. 2 up, tuck toes. That if we did something again and again, we could become experts. Hips to heels. Hips up, hands up, and we could become experts in ourselves. And how our mind flits around. Find the rhythm. Open your body and find your breath. Notice, am I pushing hard? Am I moving fast? Is this the right way? Can I increase my circulation, my blood? And in that, can I increase the circulation of my thoughts? They just move through. less bother, less holding. Just move through. We'll meet in dog. And we'll feel that circulation continuing, flowing through us. The outer body still, the inner body mobile. The current. Smile. And down. Coming onto your back. Setting a strap behind your knees. With that strap, just holding right beside the outer knees, and draw back on the strap to pull your heels down towards your hips, and then press your heels up high, legs straighten, toes spread, and bend your knees. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Good morning. Good morning. Ha. Welcome to this day of ritual devotion. That once we know the physicality, we let the breath in. And once we know the breath, we let the mind go. Once the mind goes, then we're ready. Receiving the same prayer we're giving out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There's glory in your body and forgiveness in your body. Possibility in your body. Get it moving. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down and set your strap aside. Feet flat. Hands up thighs. Good. Drawing your knees to your chest. Left hand overhead, left leg long, and then hand to shin. Right hand overhead, right leg long, hand to shin. Start there. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Push into your heels. Press right from your hip to your heel. If it's too much, press it higher. Start to feel your low back settle into the floor. Good. Working here, or legs long, hands wide. Working here, or turning it further into a twist. Hands behind the head, opposite elbow, opposite knee, eyes closed on the rhythm of your breathing. So moving one leg at a time, moving both arms and legs, or coming into this slight revolution. However it is, your eyes are closed, your breath is steady, you're activating the center of your body, your ignition. We're breaking inertia. We're finding momentum. We start from here, the digestive fire. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And set it down and feel the center of the body grows bright. Right hand to shin, bring it in, left hand on left thigh. Work here, or right heel over knee, half happy baby. To the outer ankle, outer foot, bring your right knee down. And breathe right into that brightly lit abdomen. Let it broaden your shoulders, let it soften your face. Let it ignite new thoughts. Right foot flat, left knee to your chest, hand to shin, bring it in. Heel over knee, hand to the outer foot, bring it down. Breath into the light of the abdomen. Feel it spread through you, feel the body quiet and awake. And feet down, adding the block. So a block goes between your thighs, and then one to the left. Arms wide, hips up over to the right, heels up. And then knees falling across to the block. If you don't need it, set it aside. Just always check in, keep your back safe. Inhale up. And exhale down. So there's two kinds of safety that we can address here. I'm interested in the safety of your joints, of your back, of old injuries. Stay. Safety in your body from injury that would keep you from practice tomorrow. Left hand to right thigh. When we stop practice, it's as though that protective shield of consistency starts to fall away. And it affects so many other aspects of our lives. All the things that you feel healing, get away. Center. Feet flat, hips neutral, block to the right. And so it's not about, be careful, don't go up there, you could fall. I'm not interested in that. You can ask my kids. My girl just went to school, her camp school, she's outside all day long. Do you have your knife? Do you have your matches? Do you have some water? Right? Go out, be daring, cut yourself, you'll be fine, we'll put you together. I'm interested in making sure you can go out tomorrow. That's the safety I'm interested in. So if you hear me say that, don't get caught up on, oh, you want me to be safe and normal and not bothersome. I'm not talking about that. Right hand to left thigh. I want you to be as daring as possible to expand your heart and the potential you have for clear seeing, to release habits and patterns of yesterday so that we can really see what's happening and then see again and see again. That takes something wholly new to the center. Feet flat, set it down, set your block aside, pause for a moment, send your legs out long, heels wide, arms wide, and just feel the body wide open for 3, for 2. But that's our warm-up, and now begins the kriya. We are ready, stable and strong. Be daring. And be safe. Draw your knees into your chest. Again, whenever we're doing the breath of fire, that on your menstrual cycle, you're going to do long, deep breathing so you're not flushing the cells that line the uterus out into the abdomen. That's why we do that, and it's not healthy if you're pregnant. Other than that, here we go, hands on shins. Tuck your chin. Find a whisper of ha, or long, deep breathing. Here we go. Be wise and be courageous. Close your mouth, out your nose. Hands reach towards heels. Both legs out. You want to try it? 10 days to go. You want to stay right here? Rock it out. Otherwise, if you need to, right knee to the chest. We go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Change the legs. So I break the legs in half to keep your low back safe. Many of us have sedentary lives as gymnasts or walking. These are good things, but it's not carrying water every day, right? So our low back can be a little tender. We start here to build an articulation, a strength through the center body to hold our feet when we extend it. 5, 4, 3. Be strong, be steady, knees together, legs extend as you can. If you need, hold your thighs or let it go. Maybe it feels familiar. Maybe it feels like we're doing the same thing we've done for 30 days, but maybe those 30 days were simply preparing you to really hold your ground right where you are. So you won't quit and drop your feet and drop your head, but you will stay for 5, for 4, for 3. Familiarity is just the beginning. Knees to chest, head, shoulders down. Now we begin. Now we practice. Head, shoulders, lifting. Tuck your chin, elbows in. Close your eyes. Close the mouth, out the nose, or long, deep breathing. Take care of yourselves. If you're pregnant, full happy baby. Knees wide. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head, shoulders, feet, hands. Put it down. Breathe to the belly. Let it through you. Rolling to a seat, hands high, legs crossed. Turn your palms to the front. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. Soften and broaden your chest. Widen your hands to 60 degrees. Fold your fingers in. Your thumbs are strong. Your palms are open. Whisper of ha. Feel that pulse right from the navel, as though it's sending a little bead of light right to the top of your head. Each exhalation. Close your mouth, out your nose, close your eyes. "30 seconds, stay in it, the rhythm, all your attention, all your focus." Five, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Hold the breath. Bring your thumbs to cross. Hook your thumbs. Open your hands. Exhale. Inhale. Add 3 sips. Pause the breath. Heart up, chin in. Lengthen. Draw everything up towards the top of your head, towards the fingertips. And when you breathe out, you're breathing out the top of your head. Let it go. Breathing in. Pause. Release your thumbs. Exhale, widen. Pause tall. Widen your heels. So if you choose, you like to be seated on the edge of a blanket or a bolster, awesome. If you choose, sitting on a chair, just widen your knees. Okay? Shake out your feet, shake out your knees, just as you need to. Hands coming up. Turn to the right, hands down, fold. Inhale up. Turn to the left, hands down to fold. So the hands are there in case your low back has a history that makes this difficult. So little at a time, you're building strength. And as you do, let your hands move further towards your heels. When you're ready, the hands stay high, arms beside the ears to fold and to rise. Now as you make space through the hamstrings and the low back, arms beside, outside edges of the feet. Close your eyes. Follow the rhythm of your breath. Three, two, one. Hands wide behind you. Take your heart forward and up. Inhale. Exhale. So hands behind you, broadens the chest, lead with the heart. When you're ready, fingertips inside. Fingertips stay where they are. Maybe making more space, widening out. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Working there, or hands on shins. Use the navel to the spine. Work there, or the first two fingers finding that they fit between the big toe and the second toe. The thumb holds over the fingernails of the fingers. See where you can go. Eyes closed, leading with your heart. Heart up, chin in. At any time, you can always go back a step, modify. I'm interested in the safety of your body. However, if you're ready, go forward, go on, and see what you've got. 3, 2, 1. Rise up, pause. Cross your legs, add a block, add a bolster if you need to get taller. Heels are beneath your knees, out in front so much. Good. And circle. So you're circling as though when you were young and you played with a hula hoop in slow motion. And this massages the inner organs, lubricating the circularity of our hip joints, helping to relieve tension through the sacral plate and the low back. And as the seat is established, the heart can rise, reverse your circle. Circling your navel, right? Three, 2. Pause tall, sit tall, inhale. 3 more sips. Pause the breath, heart up, chin in, everything aligning, rising, looking up under the closed eyelids. When you breathe out, it's at the top of your head. Go. Another breath in. Pause the breath, heart up, chin in, eyes closed, looking up underneath. You're gathering, you're gathering, you're gathering, you're rising the breath out the top of your head. Hands on shins. Look down, change, put the opposite shin in front. We get really habitual and this makes for, as cross-legged seat is an asymmetrical posture. And so if we just change it up, we can make sure that we're not creating an asymmetry and a habit in the hips. Inhale forward, exhale back. Start deep down in the movement of the pelvis like you were on a horse or a camel. Closing your eyes, stay very tall through the spine. The top of your head remains steady. Five, 4, 3, 2. Keep the momentum. Come right into kneeling. And fold your blanket once if you're using it. A block between your heels if you choose. 2 blocks if needed. Or in a chair, hands on thighs. Forward, back. Inhale, exhale. So feeling the freedom of the pelvis. Let the spine move a little higher. Go. Close your eyes. That we are creating the most effortless action. That somehow in this momentum there is non-action. That we could be moved, that the posture is moving us. When you become this familiar, day 30, let go of your mind and feel the body. That if you can take your story out of this movement, if you can take any evaluation of worthiness out of this, yes, you're doing great. You're just doing great. And let that be. And don't try. Just move. This is the depth of the practice. When we know where we're going and we stop trying, and we start measuring, we stop measuring. We stop doing it for anyone else in anyone else's way. Five, four, three, two. Inhale, bring it up. 3 sips. Pause and be held. Rest on the breath within you. To release. To stand. Fingertips to your shoulders, turning left, turning right, in left, out right. Elbows rising, mouth corners rising, eye corners softening. Five, four, three, two. Hands up high. Breathe in. 3 more sips. Bring it up. Heart up, chin in. Pause tall. Widening. Repeating our devotion until we are familiar with our divinity. We are ready to walk away from this practice when you can call this sensation without moving. Until then, fingertips to the shoulders, elbows up, elbows down. Inhale up, elbows down. So yes, I got a wonderful email about why are we doing 40 days instead of 30? We used to do 30, but now we're doing 40. Awesome. Yep. There's more. There's more. Work here or elbows up. Backs of the hands together behind you. There's more. Soften your face. Soften your history. Our work here is to free us. What we've gathered, what we've accumulated, what we've decided is who we are. What provokes us. Stay open. Keep listening. Three, two, one, and up. Inhale. Interlace your fingers, exhale down the front. In and up, out and down. Tiny bend in the knees so that you are a little bit buoyant, a little responsive from the feet. Five, four, three, two, one. Inhale, 3 sips, go. Heart up, drop your chin, lengthen your spine. Drop your heels, lengthen your arms. Release your hands and widen down, release the breath. I am this. Thank you for this day of repeated devotion. I am always welcome when I choose to show up to a seat, legs crossed. Hands to thighs, spine tall. Left shoulder up, right shoulder down. Right shoulder up, left shoulder down. Inhale, left up. Exhale, right up. Follow the breath, close your eyes, go in. All the noise, let it fall away. Change the breath, inhale right, exhale left, keep the body. Both up, both down. Inhale up, exhale down. Three, two, pause tall. Turning left, turning right. Inhale left, exhale right. Keep the movement, change the breath into the right, out to the left. Stay with it. Three, two, one. Center. Stillness. At the beginning of an action, I can waste a great amount of energy, fulfillment, by dithering. I don't want to have a cold shower. Should I have a cold shower this morning? I don't know. I've had a cold shower for how many days in a row before this. This is how I do it. Yeah, but I don't want to. It's uncomfortable, right? That is a waste of energy. And at the other end of an action, there's an, did I do it right? I don't know. Should I do it again? Was it any good? Do you think anybody else? Should I post about it? Maybe I should share this. You know, that's wasted energy. Show up, take the action, start the next one. That's what you're making. That's what 30 to 40 is all about. We frog. No dithering, Maybe you're on your back. Maybe you're on your feet. I'm going to go on my back. That's where I'm at today. So if you're on your feet, set a blanket beneath your heels. Cindy's finding that leg feet parallel is a benefit to her. If you like, heels in, toes out. Again, the idea is keeping your low back safe so you can return to practice tomorrow. I will go to my back. You are doing 54 frogs. Or you can go with my count. Either way. These are where we're at. Heels up. Inhale. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, hips up if you're standing. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, exhale. And we don't waste energy in the action either. That the effortlessness then becomes a place that generates energy for us. It generates charisma and character. It says, this is what I'm here to do, and this is what I'm doing, nothing more. And the rest can be quiet. $40. Five, four, three, two, one. And meet seated. Let your hips move side to side. Let your knees move side to side. So that you can relieve the tension that you've generated in the thigh, the quadricep, the hip. This part of the body really requires a great deal of freedom, of unlocking, of unsticking like a dam. So the right knee down, the right hand extends. From your right knee, through your right hip, through your hand, a great circle out the shoulder, out the elbow. Invite everything about that right quadricep to release. Reaching into the right hand as you choose, or the right hand reaching back to catch the top of your foot. Press your right hip forward. Change. Let your left knee drop down. Let your left hand come high. A circle in the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist. Till you feel the breath change. Lengthen right here. Maybe that's your spot. Or the left hand reaching back. Find the top of the foot. Send your left hip forward, left shoulder back. The center, to pause. Pause your playlist. Pause your practice. Sit up tall, eyes closed. Arrive. Arrive. We don't waste energy before, and we don't waste energy afterwards. We know what we do next. That's the benefit of doing it over and over again. We become efficient. We remove the chatter and we feel how our lives can be this effortlessly known to us. How devotion can simply slide through our body and out our lips. Ekonkar, the maker and the made are one. Sata Nama, the cycles of all things, birth, life, death, rebirth. Siri Wahe Guru, that these are the essential teachings, and we are so grateful, so grateful. Each one has an extra little syllable from the navel. Empty the navel, out the sound, and spiral clockwise through the body and out the top of the head. Ekonkara Satanama Siriwaha Hey Guru. 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 And without any deliberation, we sit in reverence. Guide me to the mat, the trail, the teapot, the canvas, the confrontation table today, so that I may test my flexibility and stay true to my form all the way to my edge. Be my mirror, my educator in matters of discipline and rhythm. Open the shelter of my mind to constructive and caring feedback. Hands high. Thank you for this day of ritual devotion. Thumbs to the forehead center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And then we let it go. On to the next thing. Take the devotion with you, change the perspective, share it out, and then return. Clearly, fully, steadily. Make it simple, make it familiar, and get rid of the chatter. Not at the beginning, not at the end. Until tomorrow, day 31. Sat Nam.